Good morning, guys. So anyways, I was born with ebsteinsanomaly. It's a congenital heart disease, and I've had multiple surgeries, open heart and what they call closed. And guys, it's honestly been so taxing on me since I had my youngest son, and I've kind of talked about like how my body has changed and stuff over time with him. And I have not felt myself physically and from a heart standpoint since I had him. He's 5 now. And in 2020, I had a double valve replacement via heart cath. And sorry guys, I guess I need a new brush because some of these are like falling out. But anyways, so in 2020, I had a double valve replacement via heart cath, and was very thankful to be able to have it that way. But if I have to have another one done, it's gonna have to be open heart. There's also the situation with like my heart doesn't beat fast enough, and that has caused me a lot of issues as well. And this is so frustrating. What is happening? I'm gonna have to get a new brush. That's great. Like, seriously. It's like when you've already had like a morning and you're just like, I've got to hurry up. And then this happens. Okay, I'm not gonna be able to use this brush anymore. These little things are going all over my face. Now I just gotta try to get this to be even really quick. But anyways, so if I have to have it again, it's gonna have to be open heart surgery, okay? That's like the first situation. The next situation is that my heart is beating really slow, which is, you know, like causing me to be tired, short of breath, like all kinds of stuff. And I just want to make sure that none of those things are on my skin. But hang on one second. I'm going to have to go get my eyeshadows. I'm not sure why they're not in here. Okay, guys. So, sorry if this lighting is like funky looking or anything like that. It's just like new to me, guys. Okay, so just bear with me as I'm trying to learn. But there's just been a lot going on with me health-wise since I had my my youngest son. And they have been trying to decide like what they can do to make it better. And honestly, it's nothing has made me feel better. They've tried me on different medications. They've, put me back on water pills, which I absolutely cannot stand, but I do it. And they've tried me on some other medications that didn't work. As far as like for my palpitations and stuff like that, they tried me on like my heart racing, those symptoms. They've tried me on metoprolol, and that's like a very, very, very common one. I could not take that. They even like cut my dose in half, and my heart rate was in the 20s, and I don't know, like my body just couldn't handle it. And it's pretty much been like this since, like I said, I had my youngest son. Just the shortness of breath, having trouble breathing, the dizziness, the headaches, the lack of energy, like weight gain from me retaining water, and I retain it in my face and my stomach. And I also have a compensated liver due to all of the damage. So it has been trying for sure. And like, I feel like we're running out of options, if I'm being honest, which is nothing new to hear because they said I would never live, you know what I mean? And my life expectancy was like nothing, just everything. Like, they didn't even know if I'd be able mentally to do school, finish school, have a job, drive, anything. And, so I'm very grateful. And, God has done the impossible in my life. And I'm thankful for the life that I have, and I'm thankful for my kids. I'm very thankful for my kids. And obviously, I don't regret them, and, I would go through this all over again. But, so I had to do a heart monitor a couple months back, and they wanted a specialist to look at that to see how they felt about me getting a pacemaker. The situation with the pacemaker is because of all of my previous surgeries and everything like that, I cannot have a pacemaker put in like a normal person, per se. They cannot go through my main artery either, because that was damaged whenever I had my last heart cath in 2020. And so that is not an option for me. So the only option for me is open heart surgery, even to do the pacemaker. And the question is the pacemaker going to benefit me and give me a better quality of life Or should we just leave it alone and not do, now, when I say open heart, like they would still be like breaking my chest bone, but they wouldn't be going into my heart like a normal open heart surgery. I think they call it like a sternopathy or something like that. But yeah, they would still be breaking my chest bone, which would be the 5th time. And so it's kind of like, is the pacemaker going to change your quality of life that much? Is it going to benefit you that much? And so that is what I'm going to find out today. I'm also having an echo because I've been, like I told you guys, not feeling good. Even since my last appointment, and probably I'm not going to do this in the focus, I should say. I don't know. But I have been going downhill personally. The way I feel, I've been going downhill pretty quickly. I feel even worse than what I did when I seen him 3 months ago, you know? And I will say that, because I hear this a lot, and I feel like if you're watching this and you have a problem, you have a congenital heart problem, okay? I feel like this is so common for people to hear. You look so normal. And why I look so normal, yes, but my insides are not. And I don't sit there and press the camera when things aren't going well, you know? Just to prove something different than what someone thinks. You know, whenever I am filming, I'm very real, and there might be times where I'm out vlogging and I'm out of breath, you know? But like typically for me, like we have a lot of stairs in my home, and typically for me, going up my stairs, by the time I get to the top, I'm gasping for breath and I'm having chest pain. And that's so normal for me, you know? I have a lot of struggles throughout the day, and I'm not a complainer, you know? So it's not like I get on camera and I'm like, oh, I'm having trouble breathing again. Oh, I'm having chest pain again. You know, and I'm such a fighter, like, and I always have been, you know, from the very beginning. And, you know, I'm going to continue to fight to get answers. I'm going to continue to fight to get healthier and do whatever it is I need to do for my kids. And I don't have all the answers, you know? I think about that song, I Held On. You know, I don't have all the answers. I don't claim to be a hero. I don't have all the answers. You know, I'm just holding on. And I'm holding on to the promises of God. For me, for my life, you know, for my kids. I don't, you know, I walk by faith. I don't walk by sight. In my life, if I walked by sight, I would have been dead years ago. And that, you know, is something, you know, I believe it was 2018, No, not 2018. What did I say 2018? 2015, I believe, is when I had my last open heart surgery. And let me tell you, I was dying and didn't even know. I was literally dying and didn't even know. I had been sick for like a year. I had a lot of stomach issues arising. I was not pregnant, but I had so many stomach problems, and I began to, I dealt with it for months, and you know, I have IBS, I don't have a gallbladder, I don't have an appendix. I chopped it up to just another stomach problem. I've dealt with stomach problems since I was like 15 years old. I got my gallbladder out whenever I was 15. Or was this, I think it was 16. No, I wasn't. I was, I feel like I was 18 or almost 18. But I dealt with that for years before they even did a height scan on me. But I lost a lot of weight and I was very, very, very sick. And the doctors just didn't believe. They didn't believe me that anything was really wrong, because all the tests that they were doing came back normal. And my mom took me to see my regular doctor, which he had referred me to like these other doctors, right, that said like they couldn't find anything wrong with me. My mom kept asking them, guys, I don't know what is going on with this eyelash this morning. What is happening? Okay. That has not happened in a hot minute. That's okay. We're going to leave it be and we'll brush it out later. Like the stuff around this eye. I don't know if you can see it or not. I feel like this is kind of going dim. Doing a little bit. Maybe not. So anyways, I dealt with the stomach issues for a long time. My family pediatrician, like my mom talked to him, and so he is actually the one that did put in for the height scan, and he did it as an emergency. So we went right over and had it done. He called my mom at 10 o'clock at night and was like, I got the report on Rebecca and her gallbladder is 99% dead. You need to get her here so we can do surgery. It was bad. And I mean, I lived with all that stomach issues for like 2 years over that. And he is the only like one that would do the height scan. And my mom had asked multiple doctors to do the height scan. They're like, oh, we're not going to do the height scan. Like, there's no way, she's too young. And then like some doctors were like, well, we don't really think she's that sick. We think that she's just like having a mental breakdown and like it's all in her head. And my mom's like, you don't understand. Like, my daughter is not like that at all. Like, and then they try to tell my mom that I was bulimic because I was losing a lot of weight. And I couldn't keep anything down. I would have diarrhea. Like, and it didn't matter what I ate. It wasn't just spicy stuff. It was anything. I was so sick. And then 2 years later, I had my appendix removed. And that was a whole nother emergency thing too. I got super sick at my job. I collapsed. And my mom came pick me up, took me to the hospital. And the next thing you know, I'm in surgery. So when it comes to health, it's just things have happened, you know. I am the youngest of 4. I'm the only one that has anything like wrong. And but anyways, like I'm very grateful for my life, and this is not this is not like a woe is me or nothing like that. Like, I don't want it to be like that. I am literally beating every odd that's ever been set against me. And this video has already gotten long, so I think what I'm going to do is just do like a morning chat. Like, do this as a morning chat, and then later on I will like record on the way to my doctor and talk to you guys then and just like give you an update and all that stuff, because this is already getting kind of too long. But yeah, I'm super blessed to have the life that I do. There's literally, there is so many things they said that I would never do, I would never have, I'd never be able to, and kids was one of those. And so, you know, the Lord has blessed me beyond, you know, beyond my wildest dreams, you know, and He has literally given me everything I ever wanted, you know, like, I have my life because of Christ. And my medical history, like, story is so much bigger than just this 20-minute video or whatever it's going to be. I can sit down and talk to you guys about it. But it would be a very long video, just like a big timeline. And I know, like, in one video I said that I use like body spray as like my perfume, but I didn't like, I meant like when I stay at home I do, but like I have been loving Tommy Girl again, and I know this is so like, it's so strong. I know Tommy Girl is so like from when I was, you know, 15, but I don't care. Like, I've been liking it, so I'm using it. But anyways, so today there'll be a lot of answers, hopefully. Like, I'm gonna get an echo. Hopefully we can figure out like why I keep feeling so bad. I'm gonna get the answers about the pacemaker. Now, when I wore that Holter monitor, so it did show that I pretty much stay in, I think it was called functional bradycardia, and my heart rate pretty much stays in the 30s. So, like, I'm fine right now, you know, just standing here and talking to you guys. But once I start to get up and move, you know, that's when, like, I start losing my oxygen and, you know, shortness of breath and having trouble breathing. And, you know, it's like, I have my good days and I have my bad days, you know. There's some days where I don't feel, you know, shortness of breath hardly at all. There's days where I feel like I'm short of breath all day, and that was yesterday. I had one of those days. I also have days where I don't feel like, you know, I have hardly any palpitations or anything like that. And then there's days where I'm just sitting down and I have it, you know. I remember it was a couple weeks ago where I had literally, like, from the time I got up until the time I went to bed that night, I was just having palpitations, just feeling like jittery, like just feeling off. And that happens sometimes. It's not an all the time thing, but it's a sometimes thing. So, but yeah, I need to finish up my hair. I need to go ahead and get my kids up, because it is 6 o'clock now, and it's going to be raining today again. Actually, I think it's already raining. Whenever my husband was leaving this morning, it was raining. So, and it rained all day yesterday as well. I'm so over this weather, guys. I'm so over it. I'm ready for summer. But you can see, like, my scar. It's gotten light, you know, over the years. And I only noticed that because whenever I was, like, going back looking through photos the other day in my phone, like, there was one from, I think my surgery was, like, maybe a year out, and it was so, like, the scar was so dark. So it definitely lightens up over the years, but, and then I have, like, they went in through my back, you know, so I have, like, basically, like, from here, and it goes, like, around, and I have one on both sides. So yeah, if you're interested to know, I'll probably do like a my story kind of thing. I just don't know when, to be honest. I know it's going to be like at least an hour video, and I don't know, I could probably do it on a Monday where I'm not, you know, because I don't work on Mondays. I could probably do it because I don't want my kids to be here interrupting me or anything like that, or, you know, have any kind of distractions. Oh man, my hair is like, whoa. I figured it's probably just gonna get, you know what I mean, like all messed up in the rain anyways. Okay, I'm gonna go get my kids up really quick, and then I'll come out and come back and close this out. Okay guys, so I'm just finishing up here, and I'm gonna end this here. I got to finish getting everything together for my kids before I have to clock in, and I will just do this, like I said, as a morning chat, and then later today I can film on the way or even after my appointment, whatever the case may be, and give you guys an update. Thank you so much for your time listening, and feel free to ask any questions, and I hope that you have a blessed day.